Welcome back to the show. This is a first for me. I've got a father and daughter duo on this show. It is just a joy to have Sam and Sammy Brown. I know you always call her Samantha. Am I supposed to call her Samantha?
No, if you know her from soccer or from music, it is definitely Sammy Brown. If you're related to her, it's Samantha.
Okay, well, and on top of that, you're my neighbor, live up the street from me. But what's big news for you, Sam Brown, is that you have taken on a new gig, and that is with Fuzzy Friends Rescue. So I want to talk to you about that. Sammy is starting a new gig at Baylor University in the School of Law.
Yes, I actually just started 2 days ago at Baylor's Law School, which I've been looking forward to. So I'm glad it's finally rolling, and I've really been enjoying it so far.
Well, I've enjoyed, doing my show prep on the both of you, reading some older articles. In fact, it was before you went to Northern
Yes.
Michigan.
Yeah.
You were still at ACU, right?
Yeah.
And so anyway, I thought, well, this is a little bit of an old article, but you were talking about wanting to go pre-law, so here you are.
Which is like, okay, it's so funny though, because at ACU, I actually started as a kinesiology major. And so as many college students do, I changed my major 3 times. And so, it was always kind of like, well, maybe I do want to go to law school. So now that it's like come to fruition, it's good to be here. Because the plan has changed many times. But I always felt kind of drawn back to this area.
Of course, an athlete as well. So he was college soccer player.
Yes.
And so that's why you ended up in Michigan, right?
Yeah.
Love the school colors.
Me too. Yeah, because I got all
They
my
were
green and
good.
gold up there, and now it just works.
I know it works very well, the green and gold. But you also got a grad degree up there, correct?
Yes, yeah. Actually, about 2 weeks ago, I finished up my MBA because COVID had given my year was the last year that got the extra year of eligibility, and so I was able to stay up there at that school that I loved so much, and then play another year of soccer, and then do my master's in business. So it was like best of both worlds for sure.
Well, and of course, obviously your academic success is great. Your music success is wonderful. Want to
you.
talk more about that, and you're going to play for us, and we're going to
Yes.
maybe see something that you've done in the past with a full band. So
Yes.
all that is ahead on the show. But I want to talk about Fuzzy Friends first. So Betsy Robinson, who we all know and love, 28 years ago, is that right?
That's right.
Founded Fuzzy Friends, and Sam, she's kind of like a poster child for what I love doing on this show, and that's showcasing people who see a need and say, I'll do something, and then it becomes something bigger than they ever would have dreamed or imagined. So here we are. Betsy became aware of the needs of dogs and cats to have a no-kill shelter. She does that, and then 10,000 animals later who have been
That's right.
rehomed, rehabilitated.
Betsy, 28 plus years ago, Betsy was a 5-day-a-week volunteer at the Humane Society,
Yeah.
down off the circle. And she volunteered there so much, she got to the point where she could read the kennel cards on the dogs' kennels, and she could tell when their time was up, and that they were going to be transitioned out of this world.
Right.
And
Right.
she decided that she couldn't live with that if there was anything she could do. And so she and a friend started an informal rescue. I mean, basically like most great businesses, it started basically out of your garage.
I was going to say just, in our at our
they,
home.
they just started rescuing animals, and they had little pop-up kennels, and it started to grow, and more of her circle of friends wanted to get behind it volunteer-wise and financially, and it grew and it grew. And 28 years later, she was still doing it as hard as she did when she started. And
Yeah.
I've been privileged for many years to serve on the board of Fuzzy Friends. But we've been talking to her about our concern because she works so hard, and she's not who she was 28 years ago. And we were worried that she was going to push herself too hard. And we started asking her, what is your plan to transition? What's
Yeah.
next for Fuzzy Friends? And we've been talking about this for over a year. I never knew during these conversations that I would end up being the answer to that.
Well, 20-something years you've been with the bank, and
25 years I've been in banking here in
In
Waco,
banking,
and,
right.
and I had the good fortune to work for 2 incredibly solid responsible banks that are headquartered right here in Central Texas.
First National, most recent.
That's right. First National Bank of Central Texas, which is where I was planning on retiring from. But in May, Betsy called me and just said that she's really been giving thought to what we at the executive committee of Fuzzy Friends were talking about how she would transition and what she would relinquish and what schedule. And she said, I'm open to the idea, but only if you would consider taking my place.
Wow.
And she said, would you think about it? And so my wife, Nikki, and I, we spent about a week having conversations and prayer. I visited with some close friends about the idea, and I got back with her and told her I was interested. And so we spent a couple more weeks working out the details, and here we are. I'm a few weeks on the job. I thought that I knew a lot about Fuzzy Friends.
I was going to say, what years you were on the board?
Many years I've been on the board, and we adopted our first dog from Fuzzy Friends over 25 years ago. And but being there on a day-to-day basis and working closely with the staff, I have a whole new appreciation for what goes on down there. We currently have about 110 dogs and cats in the shelter. But every year we will find a home through either adoption or foster or taking them in and keeping them at Fuzzy Friends, between 400 and 500 dogs and cats that otherwise would be homeless. And so the ability to to lead the team of people that do that. And the one thing about this opportunity that really sealed the deal for me was when I asked Betsy if she could guarantee me that she wasn't going anywhere for a while.
Right. Yeah, she's just going to turn her back and
Because I
staying
want
at
to,
home or whatever.
28 years, she has learned so many good lessons through trial and error. Her instincts on what animals to take in and how to do the adoptions, that's the kind of thing that you don't just know. You either learn it through trial and error or you learn it from somebody as a mentor. And I told her, if you'll be there for me to mentor me and let me get as much out of you as I can so that I can continue on what you've done and try to even improve it and grow it, I told her I'm on board. And so here we are a few weeks later.
I tell you what, I mean, I loved it when I saw the news, but I thought, wow, I mean,
Yes.
what a big life change at this stage for you.
It's the first real curveball that I could not have told you.
Was coming, huh?
But when it presented itself to me and Nikki and I talked about it, we just said this is something that I need to do. And to be blunt, I am honored to do it. It's a privilege for me to be able to do this.
Yeah, it's a work of, just love and passion for animals. Before we go any further, your Facebook page recently, your dog,
Hootie,
and he's all over. He's in different stores and stuff. I just stole a couple of pictures, so I think
Yes.
they're going to show everybody right here. Hootie, so tell me about your personal
Hootie
pet.
is 15 months old. He's a German Shepherd. We adopted him from Fuzzy Friends last October. He was a surrender from somebody who had bought him, and at about 5 months old decided it was more dog than they were prepared to
that's
take
a
care of.
challenging breed.
That's right. A lot of people don't realize a lot of our surrenders aren't homeless dogs that were found emaciated and stranded out in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
They're people who, for one reason or another, can't keep their dogs. Maybe they're at a point of life where they're moving into a assisted living center, or maybe they had a spouse who has passed on and it's too much for them by themselves. And in this case, it was a relatively young person who just got more dog than they bargained for.
Yeah.
And Hootie is now 15 months old and he's close to 100 pounds. But I want to give a shout out to Waco. We come down every Saturday and probably spend on average 2 to 4 hours. Nikki and I will just walk around. We'll park somewhere. And the downtown is such a walking community now with so much going on. I bet 85% of the stores or restaurants we go to, Nikki will go in first and ask if it's okay if we bring our puppy in. And they say yes. And so we go in, and Hootie loves to lay out on their concrete floors. He likes to talk to the people behind the counter. We like to take pictures. And I love on either later Saturday afternoon or Sunday, going and posting photos of where Hootie's been.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's kind of turning into a thing.
A thing.
That, where's Hootie going
Where's
next?
Hootie going today?
Yes.
And Hootie's wearing his little boots. So
Because it gets hot.
I was going to say that's to protect his pads
Yep.
on his feet.
We do a lot of walking. And the first time we used the little booties, they were another dog that we used to have, and they were a little bit small. And by the end of the day, he had worn off the bottoms. And so we ordered him a new pair off of, and they worked perfect. So, yeah. He likes the booties.
Well, I love that, and obviously you walk the walk the talk
Yes.
when it comes to fuzzy friends. Speaking of taking in dogs, I guess are there some breeds that you just don't touch?
We tend to steer clear of the more aggressive breeds, and it's not that those dogs don't have a right to have a home and that they don't have a right to be rescued, but we can't be all things to all dogs and cats. So we have to focus on our niche, and so our staff is not trained to handle aggressive dogs. And by aggressive, I'm talking about your pit bulls and your Rottweilers, which one of the best dogs I ever had was a Rottweiler in high school. But your Dobermans, your Chows, it's just not our specialty. So there's so much more demand for rescues to take in dogs and cats that even with us focusing on what we do, we still can't accommodate them all. So that's really where we kind of draw the line on those.
Right. But bottom line is, though, go to a rescue to get your next pet, or a shelter, rather than a breeder.
That's right. That's right. There are too many out there. We pride ourselves on the fact that not only do we save dogs and cats who, for one reason or another, are homeless, either they were neglected and taken away. We just participated with a police raid where they busted a fella that had 18 Chihuahuas in horrendous condition. This was just last week. And they called us and asked if we could take some of them. So we accepted 5 of them. And I saw the photos, and it is both sad and disgusting what these dogs were being kept as. It was truly a horrendous puppy mill. And they took them all away from him. I don't know if the fella got arrested or not, but
They should be.
if he did, I would not have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But we got 5 of them, and these dogs they're sweet, but they're scared. They're acclimating right now in our quarantine. Anytime we get a dog in that we don't have full vet records on, we quarantine them to make sure that they're not bringing anything into fuzzy friends that can spread. But not only do we rescue neglected and homeless dogs and cats, but we pride ourselves on building families. Because when somebody adopts one of our dogs or cats, any of us that have ever had a good dog or cat know they are a member of the family. And we hurt with them whenever they're sick and they suffer. We grieve whenever they pass.
Oh, yeah.
And we celebrate them. You think of all the holiday photos that we take with our dogs or cats, or when we travel, or all the accommodations we do to take care of them whenever maybe we're out of town. They are truly a member of the family. And for some people, this may be their only family. If a person lives alone, when they adopt that dog or cat, they're no longer alone. Or if a young couple has young children, having a dog or cat in the family adds a whole nother level of that child's experience growing up. You take a couple that maybe can't have children, you adopt a dog or cat, and all of a sudden, now you do have a young member of the family. Yeah. And we love being a part of that as much as we love saving them in the first place.
And you do work with people, maybe someone who has an affinity for a certain breed and is looking for maybe a standard poodle, shall we say. As they come in, then you have
That's right.
a list of people that might be interested.
Oh yeah, and those lists are long for people who are specifically looking for something. We also work very closely with our other shelter and rescues in the community. I went and picked up recently a young, cute little white dog. Looks like kind of a mix between a little Sheltie and a Dachshund. A strange little dog with white, wiry hair. But he came in down at Pet Circle, the city shelter.
Right.
And we will take dogs and cats from them because they have too much
They'll
demand
get
also.
too many, yeah.
And when they have one that really meets our niche, they'll call us and say, hey, we've got one that we think y'all.
That's good.
And we'll run down there and grab it, and we'll bring it in, and we'll start doing the vaccinations and the spay or neuter and the microchipping and getting them all healthy and happy, and then finding them a perfect home.
Well, and it all takes money. So you've
does.
got some wonderful fundraisers, of course, the New Year's Eve.
We
Party
we
has
just
been-
wrapped up the Barking Ball.
Bark and Ball. I mean, Bruce and I were part of the very first one, I think,
Yes.
long time ago.
That
Yeah.
that just wrapped up its 25-year run as being the premier New Year's Eve event in Waco, Texas.
Yeah.
The board took a look at it, and for a variety of reasons, we decided to change the format. 25 years of anything is a long time.
Yeah, people get tired.
But the other thing is that there's two other things. One is Waco has so much more to do now than it did 25 years ago. There are many events going on New Year's Eve, which is wonderful. But kind of the deal that really sealed it for us is when particularly Baylor, but even a UT or a Texas A&M, when they have a New Year's Eve or a New Year's Day bowl game, it directly impacts
Oh, yeah.
our fundraising.
Yeah.
So we decided to end while Barking Ball, the New Year's Eve party, was on top, and transition it. Now we have transitioned it to a new format it'll be January the 23rd. And it's a combination of Barking Ball and our Pooches on Parade, which is an adult and dog style show.
I've done that too.
Yes,
Long
and,
time
and
ago.
historically that's always been a luncheon.
At Betsy's house.
That's right.
Yeah.
I've been in it before.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But now
Little
it'll
dog
be
Peanut, yeah.
a nighttime dress up gala and a fancier style
How
show
fun is
for,
that?
for couples, and there'll be live music, and there'll be the
that's
normal food and drink.
That's a great idea. That's a wonderful idea
right.
because there's not that much happening that time of year, and you're not going to run into the
That's right.
problem with bowl games and
Well, and if
Yeah.
you think about, there's not a more expensive night to hold a big fundraiser
Sure.
than New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
because you're paying double for everybody.
right. They're
You're-
all exactly. It's great, and then you've got another little fun side thing that is coming up.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Guardian Angel.
Guardian
luncheon.
Angel
So-
Champagne.
Yeah, so the Guardian
event.
Angel Society, it started out as a group of ladies who all wanted to directly contribute funds to our Angel Medical Fund. And what that is, that's the fund that we pay for anything medical that any of our dogs and cats need. And it may be something as simple as clearing a dog of heartworms or getting it its vaccinations, all the way to a $10,000 life-saving surgery. We've got a dog right now named Honor, who one side of its pelvis it's just flat. There's no socket for the femur bone to go into.
Oh.
And so the dog, it's amazing. It gets around. This is a beautiful little Bernedoodle. But it's amazing the dog gets around at all, but eventually he's going to have horrendous problems. And so we're working with veterinarians on different options to help this puppy. The most expensive option is a hip replacement, and it's $10,000.
Oh my goodness.
And we're going to, one way or the other, get this dog healed. But an informal group of ladies that were contributing just to this Angel Medical Fund, Betsy wanted to do something to say thank you. Well, the thank you was a reception at her house, and so people started hearing about it, and more people wanted to become a part of it. And it's grown and grown, and now the Guardian Angel Society has grown to 125 ladies. And this year, our thank you event for them is going to be at Ridgewood Country Club on October 3rd. It's a luncheon, but this year we have a really special treat. And thanks to the help of Tommy Lou Davis, who introduced Betsy to John O'Hurley, who is the actor that forever played the boss of Elaine Bennis on Seinfeld,
yeah.
Jay Peterman. He is also the MC and host of the National Dog Show, which airs on Thanksgiving Day. He's also a very accomplished Broadway actor and singer. He made it to the final two on Dancing with the Stars. But he, through Tommy Lou Davis, spoke to Betsy and found out about Fuzzy Friends and let us know about his love for shelters and rescues. and wanted to be a part of the solution. And so he will be the keynote speaker and entertainer that day. So people are tripping over themselves to get to this event.
Oh, yes,
And
they
all you
are.
have to do is join the Guardian Angel Society, which anybody that's curious how to do that can call down to Fuzzy Friends and find out.
That's great. That's great. Well, we need to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to bring Sammy into the mix, and we're going to hear some music from you and talk a little bit about your music career as well. So you stay with us. There's more of the show ahead.
I just got my Colgate Advanced LED Whitening Treatment in the mail, and I am very excited to have dramatically whiter teeth in just 10 days. My teeth are going to be 6 shades whiter. The treatment is enamel safe and hassle-free. It's even designed for my sensitive teeth. Let's open it up. Inside we have the blue light whitening device. It's a charger for after each treatment as well. There's a full 10-day supply, and it looks easy to apply. Order yours today at shop.colgate.com.
There is more ahead with music from Sammy Brown, and we'll hear about the Surviving and Thriving Cancer Retreat coming up at Summers Mill in Belton.
This is the Sonos Arc Ultra, and this is what you need to know about. It represents one of the easiest ways to get into high quality home cinema without loads of cables and faffing around. And that's because the Arc Ultra provides full Dolby Atmos without any rear speakers thanks to its sound motion technology. And Sonos is actually calling sound motion one of the most significant breakthroughs in audio engineering in nearly 100 years. It's an amazing setup, it sounds absolutely fantastic, I love the absence of fat. If you're a Sonos person, there's a reason you're watching this video.
3, 2, 1. There's a place beyond the sky, and take me home and lift me high. What I've done, it ain't right. I carry my soul, lift me high. And your streets are gold and my dirty shoes don't make no sense. I have to choose, try and drag a camel through a needle's eye. You know I am weak, Lord, give me some redirection from your push and take my affection. Can't keep living in the dark at night. I bring my soul to keep. There's a man, Prince of Peace. I only hope that he knows me. I must choose wrong or right, flesh and blood. It's not my fight. And your streets are gold and my dirty shoes don't make no sense. I have to choose, try and drag a camel through a needle's eye. You know I am weak, Lord, give me some redirection from your push and take my affection. Can't keep living in the dark at night. I bring my soul to keep. And your streets are gold and my dirty shoes don't make no sense. I have to choose, try and drag a camel through a needle's eye. You know I am weak, Lord, give me some redirection from your push and take my affection. Can't keep living in the dark at night. I bring my soul to keep.
That is awesome.
Thank you so much.
Oh, okay, Sam. Not just a little tiny bit proud of your girl, right?
I am not just proud. I'm regularly amazed at what she
Yeah.
does.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on the show. Yes, I've been looking forward to it.
This is so much fun, and I know you've got. It's wonderful to have you back in Waco.
I'm so glad.
Number one, because now you'll be performing here locally, and we were talking about you were at the Will not too long ago. That's kind of a new venue that's really taking off, isn't it, Sam?
That's right. Eric's created something really special out there for having a little community.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a wonderful time
Well,
for
thank
you.
you.
And I appreciate so much both of you spending time with me today. And again, folks can learn all about Fuzzy Friends by going to your website, right?
That's right. FuzzyFriendsRescue.com.
And all the events coming up, be sure to get your tickets.
That's right. We need all the help we can get, volunteer-wise, financial support, sponsorships, and they can contact me directly.
All right, and how can folks reach you if they want to book you for a gig?
So my Facebook is Sammy Brown, Sami. My Instagram is Sammy.Brown with 2 N's because just 1 N was taken. Yeah, but pretty much any social media. I have stuff on TikTok with the same username. But yeah, you can just reach out to me there. Yeah, and keep up with everything that's going on.
Well, and you'll be performing all over the place, I know, and love hearing you.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
I want to hear y'all collaborate someday.
Oh, maybe we need
Yes.
to do something together. Yeah.
Yes, we
Yes.
should have planned that.
All right, next time. So don't be a stranger. I want to have you both come back
Oh,
for sure.
yes.
So thank you. And thank you for being with us. But there's more of the show ahead. Stay with us.
Let's unbox the all-new Walking Pad X21. It is the hottest thing on the fitness market right now. Whew. I like it. I like it a lot. Well done, Walking Pad. So after using the Walking Pad, I absolutely loved it. For the price, I adore it. I highly recommend it.
Welcome back to the show. There is a wonderful retreat coming up for some very special people. And I am so happy to welcome Pam Brashears here to the show to talk about Surviving and Thriving Cancer Retreat. Now, this is coming up later in September, but the deadline to sign up is September 1st.
Yes, it is.
So you need, if you're thinking about taking part in this, then be sure to let's get on it. So, Pam, first of all, tell me, where will this be and what can folks expect?
This is going to be at Summers Mill for anybody who's ever been out there or even passed by it, like, oh, I want to go there. And it's got some historical markers there too.
This is in Belton.
Belton, and the cattle drives. That's where they used to bring the
Oh,
cattle
it's
drives from.
historic, yeah.
Yes, and it's where the Summers Mill. It is. Talk about picture ops down there.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is amazing. The whole place has been blessed and touched by the hand of God.
Well, it's
It
my
really is.
understanding that this cancer retreat is for cancer survivors.
Yes, it
It's
is.
not for caregivers as much as we would love for them to have
It's-
a respite as well. But this is for cancer survivors. So how long have you been a part of this?
Oh, I want to say about 18 years now.
Really?
Yes, And
So
we-
this started a long time ago.
Oh, yes, a very long time ago. After my cancer, I wanted to do something. I wanted to give back. I wanted to, because I survived. And
I mean, it was breast cancer.
yes,
correct?
it was. And thank God for drug research. I was given the opportunity to do a chemo research, and I got three of the biggest guns, 5-FU, Cytoxin, and Adriamycin for 6 months at the highest dose that they could give me.
Oh,
and
my
I could
goodness.
I could still walk. And I'm a survivor. So, being that I survived, I wanted to help anybody else who's going through it, because there's a lot of nights that just you walk the floors and there's nobody to talk to.
Yeah.
This retreat, oh my gosh, I can see somebody and I see their loss, their hopelessness. I understand it, and
Well,
we
and that's
talk.
the thing. Having something like this for people who do feel like they're walking alone through something as scary as cancer, to know they're not alone
Right.
and that there's an opportunity to come together and just sort of maybe forget about the whole
That's right.
ordeal
It
and just enjoy themselves.
very healing. It's very healing. And Renee, oh, she's done such a good job.
Now, tell me who's Renee?
Renee is the one who founded it.
Okay.
And we have gone through a lot of struggles. And thank you that we've got a strong team. Keep it going. We keep it going. And Kathleen is such a
Right.
great.
Kathleen Brown has been, well, she's been on a couple of times now
Uh-huh.
to talk about this. So the retreat is not new to the Ann Harder
Right.
show. It's nice to meet
Right.
a new face to go along with
Well,
that. But
Faye is the one who does our finances, and then we have
okay.
Jackie. She does the business stuff. So we all have our little bit of talents, and we kind of bring it together. We bring it together.
Well, and there've been some fundraisers because
Yes, there
we talked
has
about
been.
that several months ago. So that's good, but there is a cost involved. So it's $75
Yes,
to
and
register. But that's for the whole
Yeah,
weekend.
and all your meals
And lodging.
Yeah, lodging. Oh, Summer's Mill. I've got to praise them. We get a 2-queen bed suite.
Oh,
So it's very nice. So if you want to bring your partner or a friend that has had cancer also, it is a great time.
well, and you have programs as well.
Yes.
What do you have offering there?
Well, this is our 20th year. So Renee has decided we're going to do the Roaring 20s. So if
That's
you
right.
come,
She told me that was your theme.
if you come, you got to bring something great and fun from the Roaring 20s.
A flapper
Uh-huh.
dress, some
Yes.
fringe, whatever.
Uh-huh. That's
Maybe
right.
a big boa.
Oh yeah, yeah. Not
Yeah.
the snake kind though.
No. Yeah, like a feather boa.
Right.
So again, this is for all newly diagnosed cancer patients or long-standing survivors like yourself,
Everybody in between.
and everybody in between in whatever stage of treatment they are.
Exactly.
So the whole thing is just to kind of provide a, like you say, kind of regeneration, if
Yes,
you
it
will,
is.
and just a break.
It is a wonderful break, and it's to get new information. Last year we had Patricia Sulak come and speak
Oh,
for
I
us.
love her, Dr. Sulak.
She,
Ah,
oh my
yes.
gosh, she
She's wonderful.
commanded the whole place.
I bet she did.
Yeah, because we educate, we have fun, and so we have. I've been in the medical field, so I've been able to bring in some very good speakers also.
So you are a nurse.
I am.
What kind? Where did you practice? Where were you?
I practice at the Temple VA.
Okay.
My last 25 years was my gravy job. Thank you, day surgery. And it was because I did a little bit of everything. My favorite is IVs. So if I see you on the street and you've got veins, I'm
I was going
looking
to tell you, right? Yeah.
yes.
It's good to have somebody who knows what they're doing, though,
Mm-hmm.
when you need to have an IV put in. So you know, as a medical professional, how important this kind of thing is for cancer survivors, but also as a survivor yourself.
Oh,
What it
yes.
has meant to you over the years.
Oh, yes. For many years later, I find myself still not literally beating my head on the wall, but crying and, why me? Why me? And now I know my reason because I can help all the other people. And I thank Renee for this opportunity because I helped a lot of my veterans also.
Well, and we might want to point out this is not just for women; it's for women and men.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Definitely. One of my veterans I brought in, oh my gosh, Mr. Lewis, he was the life of the party because we sing and dance. We do a little bit of everything. We have walks. The manager of the ranch out there has taken a shine to us, and he has loaded up his wagon for us on a tractor.
Oh,
we had a
like
picnic
a
down.
hayride, yeah.
It was. We had a picnic down by the creek. And
Yeah.
so when time allows, we like to do that picnic down there. And of course, I was the first one to finish the meal, and I'm in the creek.
Well, now this is going to be September 19th through 21st.
Yes, it is.
Weather could be still very hot then, or
Yes.
maybe not. I mean, September is kind of that time. But again, the deadline to sign up is September 1st.
Yes,
So
it
how
is.
can folks sign up?
We have our contact information, and
I mean, we'll share
Right,
the website is
you can do it by the website.
sntcancerretreat.com.
Right.
And then some phone numbers on there as well.
Yes.
Faye's is 254-313-8854, or Kathleen's is 254-760-5623. So again, sntcancerretreat.com
Right.
is where you can go to learn more information.
That's right. And even if you're hesitant about coming out and you're not sure, shy, don't worry about it. We'll put you in the corner and let you be shy, or we'll just bring you out and we'll join in. And one of the other things that Renee has done that's very good is we have a meet and greet on Friday night, and there's a lot of different fun activities we did. This year, we're taking an old photograph of ourselves from years back, and we're going to write our story on the back of it. We're going to pin them around the room, and everybody's going to go around and try to figure out who's who.
Guess who's who? Now that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. Well, I mean, cancer's not anything anybody ever wants to hear come out of a doctor's mouth. But it sounds like through the surviving and thriving cancer retreat, you're making the best of a bad situation.
Yes.
And helping folks.
Yes, that's right. Because everybody, not everybody, there's some people who are like, okay, I had cancer and I'm done and over with. But there's some people who their body image is not the same anymore.
Right.
And sometimes that can have a lasting effect.
Okay. Well, this is a wonderful thing you're doing, Pam. Thank you so much.
Oh, we're great to do it.
Well, all the best. And again, the Surviving and Thriving Cancer Retreat, September 19th through the 21st at Summers Mill Retreat and Conference Center in Belton. So thank you very much.
I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Stay with us. There's more of the show ahead.
anything in the last year, it's that to show up as my best, I need to make intentional choices. And that goes back to the absolute basics. Number one, it's I have to move. And number two, to stay hydrated.
I have been using molecular hydrogen from Water and Wellness to support my health and well-being. It helps with energy, recovery, liver health, and more. The hydrogen has been a game-changing addition to my own wellness routine. The tablets dissolve into my water and deliver powerful minerals to help my body feel its best all day long.
Stick around. Elizabeth Riley has your Act Locally news.
Escape into fitness with the Schwinn IC4 bike, providing a premium, heart-pumping indoor cycling experience that combines digital connectivity with superior Schwinn quality. The IC4's smooth, quiet ride features magnetic resistance with 100 micro-adjustable resistance levels. Escape everything with the Schwinn IC4 bike, your ticket to a life well lived.
In his world, know that Sunday preacher couldn't help that girl. Said on leaving and told her she was no good. Never did much talking to say she's misunderstood. Rolling with the sun. She don't know who she is. She just knows who she's with. Feels no feelings. She left her heart out west and trusted one too many. She thinks they're all like the rest. The thoughts of Jesus. She speaks to God with her friends, and now they won't listen, 'cause what she does on weekends. Sun. The night will always tell you when to run. She don't know who she is. She just knows who she's with. She has made herself her home just by one simple vow that there is here and there is a now. Rolling with the sun. She don't know who she is. She just knows
y'all so much.
MCC is hosting Max Block Party in Orange Out tomorrow, Thursday, August 28th, to celebrate the inaugural season of women's volleyball at MCC. Starting at 4 p.m., this free community event will feature inflatables, free food and food trucks, giveaway items, a meet and greet with the players, a DJ, and an inter-squad scrimmage starting at 5 p.m. Attendees are encouraged to wear orange to show their Highlander spirit. The Junior League of Waco is kicking off the year in true Texas fashion. On September 13th at the Clifton House on Austin Ave, the Junior League is bringing members, sustainers, and prospective members together for an afternoon of delicious food and great conversation. Get the inside scoop on upcoming events, service opportunities, and how your voice, your vision, and the Junior League of Waco will shape your year ahead. Finally, Waco Parks and Recreation is hosting lifeguard certification and recertification classes starting tomorrow, August 28th through the 31st. If you can pass the swim skills test, you're eligible to enroll. You can learn more on their website. I'm Elizabeth Riley with Act Locally Waco, and I'll see you next time.
Deer Valley, where innovative comfort and stylish design meet. Bathroom solutions, smart toilets, kitchen solutions. Deer Valley. Stylish living, savvy savings.
How are we doing? So tonight we have Mr. John Coots playing drums. And then we have Mr. Trammell Kelly playing bass for us. And to my left is Penny Gimbel singing along, playing mandolin. And then we have Pat McKee playing guitar. Am I wrong? Thinking that I know what's good for me, for picking fights whenever things get boring. And am I wrong? Can you tell if I have to try this out forever? If friends are really friends or just fair weather? And can you tell? And how can you tell? There'll come a day there's a lobby back behind me, and I'll be climbing while they're still chasing all its gold and shining. There'll come a time they'll just have to discover that I am not some perfect daughter, that I am not some perfect daughter. Well, do you know what it means to doubt the life that's coming? Still find joy in people that we're loving. And how do you know? Well, can it be my father's mind has made me to be smarter? The kindness that I carry is my mother. And can it be? And how can it be? There will come a day that you'll all be back behind me, and I'll be climbing
and shining. And there will come a time they'll just have to discover that I am not some perfect daughter. That I am not some perfect daughter. Danny Gamble. All right, Pat. Sitting on a big hill, crying over spilt milk, trying to figure out if I'm not meant trash or treasure. And ooh, my friend Julie's on the strip pole, Kelly went to law school. What do they say about folks that flock together? And I don't know which is worse or which is better. And how the hell can we be birds of the same feather? There will come a day this will all be back behind me, and I'll be climbing while there's no chasing all that's gold and shining. There will come a time they'll just have to discover that I am not some perfect daughter. That I am not some perfect daughter. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it so much.
At Mapiful, we believe in celebrating your journey, past, present, and future. Our unique personalized products are designed to boost your confidence, elevate creativity, and honor what matters most. From custom home decor to meaningful gifts, we help you cherish the memories that make you who you are. Visit mapiful.com and start celebrating your story today.
The 4-burner, side sear burner with Clearview glass stainless steel grill from Monument Grills. Made of tempered glass, which is strong, insulated, and allows you to check your grilling without lifting the lid. Our porcelain-coated cast iron cooking grids offer a large cooking surface of 513.3 square inches, primary cooking area, with even heat cooking. The Monument Grills include LED control knobs and are easy to light with pilotless electronic ignition. Better grilling, better value, Monument Grills.
Hi, my name's Erica, and today I'm going to be taking you through my skincare routine using the Tasmanian Spring Water range from Sand and Sky. This range is really good for dry and dehydrated skin like myself. It's packed with 2 types of hyaluronic acid and fermented sea kelp to reduce redness and irritation, which I experience daily. So that's it. It's so quick and so easy, and my skin feels so dewy and so hydrated.
I wanted to share a secret. I travel internationally every year. I struggle with insomnia both at home and especially in hotels. When I saw something called Fly Kit, what it promotes is there are herbal supplements to take that help you get your circadian rhythm reset into a new time zone. This was life-changing. It's called Fly Kit. I got 2 programs of it. My favorite aspect of the Fly Kit is it tells you when to sleep.
Thanks for being with us. Join me tomorrow when we hear from Baylor engineering professor Dr. Brian Garner about his Miracult invention. And we'll find out about the Crash at Crush musical, soon to take the stage in Waco. Have a great day.